Can a humble vegetable that has been used in Indian kitchens for generations actually help protect your stomach and gut? You may have heard of ash gourd juice, also called winter melon, traditional remedy for acidity, ulcers, inflammation, and digestive problems. What does modern gastroenterologists say? Is ash gourd really the gut healing secret weapon, or this is one of those simply another wellness claims circulating on the social media? Let us separate traditional wisdom from scientific evidence. Ash gourd, scientifically called Benincasa hispida, it's a member of this cucumber and melon family. It has got very high water content, relatively low energy density, and contains variety of nutrients and plant compounds. So traditional systems of medicine have used ash gourd, different parts of this plant for centuries. Modern research has also identified several potentially bioactive compounds in ash gourd, including flavonoids, these phenolic compounds, polysaccharides, and other phytochemicals. But one very important distinction, finding these important bioactive compounds in a vegetable doesn't automatically mean that drinking its juice treats a disease. This is where science becomes important. One of the most interesting areas of research is concerning the stomach. Scientists have investigated whether this ash gourd could have gastroprotective, anti-ulcer effects, as people claim. In animal experiments, fresh ash gourd juice and its extracts have shown some protective effects against these experimentally induced gastric ulcers. Some studies have even found effects on this cell damage, oxidative stress, and certain pathways involved in the gastric injury. All this sounds impressive. These are mainly laboratory animal studies. So there are no large clinical trials involving humans proving this ash gourd juice heals ulcers. So as gastroenterologist, I cannot honestly tell a patient, drink ash gourd juice, your gastric duodenal ulcer is going to go away. How could ash gourd potentially protect the stomach is a question. One is its antioxidant activity. Another possibly is this anti-inflammatory activity. So there might be effects on this kind of mechanisms involved in maintaining, protecting the lining, the gastric mucosa. Our stomach has remarkable protective system. So there are certain compounds in ash gourd that might influence some of these protective pathways. So the effects seen with concentrated extracts in laboratory or animal experiment, these cannot automatically be assumed that the same thing will occur in human beings as well. Our intestine is not simply a tube that digests the food, it's an ecosystem. Billions of microorganisms, trillions, live inside our gut. They interact with food what we eat. This is where dietary fiber becomes important. Certain fibers, complex carbs, they reach the colon, so the gut bacteria ferment them and produce short chain fatty acids and other metabolites. So these substances participate in maintaining that intestinal and the overall metabolic health. So this is one reason gastroenterologists generally encourage a diet that contains a wide variety of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, nuts, seeds, and fiber-rich foods. An important point about ash gourd juice, juicing is not necessarily the same as eating the whole vegetable. When you extract the juice, sometimes you end up removing a lot of pulp. So you remove substantial amount of fiber. If your goal is the overall gut health, eating ash gourd as part of the balanced diet makes more nutritional sense rather than just thinking it as a juice, as a special medicinal treatment, not just one thing. So I want to make another point very clear. You do not need a detox drink to cleanse what is already a healthy intestine. So can ash gourd juice replace your acidity ulcer medicine? If you have persistent acidity, recurrent vomiting, difficulty swallowing, unexplained weight loss, low blood count, significant abdominal pain that is not settling, you should not try and treat these kind of problems just by drinking ash gourd juice alone. If you've been diagnosed, let's say, with a peptic ulcer, H. pylori infection, gastroesophageal reflux disease, or another gastrointestinal disease, don't stop prescribed treatments just because you've seen a video circulating about a traditional remedy. For example, if an ulcer is caused by H. pylori infection, appropriate testing, eradication, clearing the H. pylori is very important. Vegetables, of course, they can be absolutely important as part of our healthy diet, but it's not automatically a substitute for medical treatment. What's the bottom line? Number one, ash gourd is nutritious traditional vegetable with interesting biological properties. Number two, there are some studies suggesting possible gastroprotective anti-ulcer effects. Number three, we currently don't have enough human clinical evidence to call ash gourd juice as a proven treatment for chronic gastritis, ulcers, or other gastrointestinal diseases. Number four, for long-term gut health, your overall dietary pattern, including a wide variety of fiber, plant-based foods is much more important than just a single miracle drink. Lastly, persistent digestive symptoms deserve a diagnosis, not detox. So is ash gourd a gut healing secret weapon? It is a promising traditional food that definitely deserves further scientific studies. At Bangalore Gastro Center Hospitals, our approach is simple. We respect traditional wisdom. We ask scientific questions. We recommend treatments that are supported by evidence, because when it comes to your gut, healthy food really matters, but the right diagnosis for your digestive problems also matters. Thanks for listening.